Last week I removed the prop so I could get underneath the cockpit and finish fiberglassing. All I need to do now is remove the anode and install my boat yoga mat, and I'm ready to go. So I've researched myself, but also sought advice from other people that have done fiberglassing above the heads to see what methods are available to use. So the method I'm going to use is to wet out the underneath of the cockpit and the fiberglass and let it cure a little, so it's a bit more sticky and hopefully won't fall down. I've also got to do the usual things like put fillets in and also roll out all the air from the fiberglass when I put it onto the ceiling. So I've everything set up and already measured. I just need to cut them out and cloth to size and get mixing. So first things first, I'm going to cut some mat. Now this mat was actually supposed to be another layer for the cockpit floor, but I don't actually need it. It was a bit too much, so I should be able to get both sides from this one little bit. Let's have a look. Now the handy thing is this actual board's exactly the length I need it for these strips, so I can literally cut around this board. You'll see what I mean. Right, so that's the mat cut. I'm only going to do one mat and one cloth. That's purely because it's just to protect the wood for now, and I might actually do a full mat on it later to go across the whole cockpit. So this is why I keep all my offcuts. So my concern with this is 200 gram per metre squared weave, plain glass weave. This has held up really well, but my concern with this is quite heavy, so we'll have to see how it goes. So I've not used pill ply before, but I'm presuming it's the same as cloth pretty much. So that's 50 or 500mm wide, so I'm actually just going to cut that in half just to keep everything simple. There we go, that's the peel ply. So I've got peel ply, and I've got the top layer of cloth, and then I've got the bottom layer of mat. So this is just purely to protect the wood, so then later on I might put a full sheet across the whole thing just to make it a bit more secure, but for now I just want to get this onto the wood, hopefully add some strength to the cockpit floor because it does creak a little bit, but we'll have to see. I don't know how this is going to work. Don't know if you're supposed to do them one by one or whether I can just wet the whole cloth, but I'm just going to try it like this. Okay, I think I'm going to need more epoxy. Let's see how this goes. So as you can see, it's not the best. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I've nearly forgot the peel ply, but I'm going to see how that works. It did start coming down a bit. The peel ply was actually making it a bit too heavy, I think. But it's the end of the day. I only managed to do one, so I might see what the weather's like tomorrow, but I'm going to try and do the second one tomorrow. That's if it's not raining too much, because to get in there I still have to take off the cockpit drains. But let's see what happens. But at least one's done. Worst case scenario, I can just see how the first one's turned out and do the next one next week. Well, as you can see, I've got a peel ply hanging down there. Got my GoPro recording. And not sure how well the camera's going to pick this up. Don't think I did a good job. It started hanging down a bit here at either end. Oh no, that's where I pulled it actually, I think. I'll just check to see how well it's done. Let's see. Wow, that was satisfying. I'm not sure about this, but there is a bit of air in there, I think. Feels solid. So, I haven't got much more time to do the other one at the weekend, but I'm going to do that at the beginning of next week. Next week I'm quite free, so hopefully I'll get a bit more done than just this other beam. It's actually started raining a little bit now, but I will be replacing these bulkheads here, which are supporting the cockpit. And I think what I will probably do is when I take these out, is I'll use that time to sort of sand and prep these and put one sheet across the whole bottom of the cockpit just to give it that little bit extra strength and just to neaten it up a little bit. Next week I'll hopefully get a bit more done, depending how my week goes. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next episode.